This is the Roulette Master, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe by hitting the red subscribe button in the lower right hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 8 a.m. And for today's system, I wanted to do a modification that I came up with for the Joe N Barnes system. And the original system, you always play first and second 12, and then if third 12 hits, you skip and you don't bet until something else hits. But I'm going to go ahead and show you this modification. Also show you how it works for those of you that haven't seen the original one. And let's go ahead and get started. So this modification basically is going to be to spin until you have 2 in a row of 112 before you start. So let's go ahead and do that first. Because in the original system, you're basically avoiding the third 12 every single time. Okay, so let's keep spinning until we get 2 in a row of 112. Okay, so we're going to avoid the second 12, which means we're going to start with first and third. $10 on each. Okay, and if it hits, we're just going to rebet. Now with this system, if we hit the second 12, which we haven't yet, we got another win, so we're going to rebet. If you hit the second 12, you don't bet again and until you hit something that's not the second 12. And like I said, in the original system, you always bet first and second and stay away from third, but this is a good modification for that one. So you can see we're up $30 already. Let's just rebet. And then each time we get through a sequence, we're going to change the 12s that we're betting on. Okay, and now we're up $40. So you'll get to see more when I hit a second 12. And there we go. Okay, so when you lose on this, you're not going to bet until you hit something that's not second 12. And what that does for you is it keeps you from losing on a long streak of second 12s. So we just hit 33, so it's time to bet again, and we're going to add another unit. So until we get through this, we're going to stay with the same, which means now instead of 10 on each, we're going to have 20. Okay, and we hit that second 12 again, so we lost. So what we do now is we spin until we don't hit second 12 one more time. And that, again, that keeps us from losing with a bunch of second 12s in a row. Now it's time to bet again. We're going to add another unit. And now we're going to have 30 on each. And you keep doing this until you get in session profit, and then you restart. So we got a win there. And we're not in session profit yet, so that means we're going to do that one more time and stay at 30 each. Okay, now we're in session profit. And we're up $40, so it's time to start over again and spin until we get 2 in a row of 112, and then that's going to be the 12 that we don't bet on. So let's keep spinning. Remember, we're 40 up right now. That's really important to remember because when you're talking about session profit, you have to remember where you started. Okay, so we still don't have it. Okay, not yet. And sorry about this pop-up, I'll get rid of it. And let's keep spinning until we get it. Shouldn't take too long to get two 12s in a row, but let's see what we have here. Not yet. Now we have a 20, that's a second 12, so still going here. Still sitting at $40 up because nothing has changed. Okay, we finally got two 12s in a row. So we're not going to bet on the second 12, and we're going to start the sequence over. So here we go. Now remember, we're $40 up because session profit is key. Okay. And now we're up 50, so then you want to remember, now we're up 50. So before you actually have a loss, you're going to, make sure that you remember that session profit. So remember, we were up 50 at one time and we just lost. So that's what you want to remember is $50. And now we're going to go and spin until the second 12 doesn't hit. And see, that saved us some money there. So if we got a bunch of second 12s in a row here, it wouldn't hurt us at all. But it's time to bet again because we hit something that wasn't second 12. So now we're going to increase to 20 instead of 10. And let's see what we can get here. And remember, our session profit was at $50. Okay, we won, and we're back up to 50, so that means we can start back over. So, man, look at all those black numbers. It's nice that we're not playing betting on black right now. So as long as you have what your session profit was or more, you can restart, and we need to spin again without betting until we see two in a row of the like 12. Okay, now we have two third 12s in a row. So like the original system, we're going to leave the third 12 out. And remember, we're still at $50 profit. Very important. Okay, but now our session profit would be 60. So whatever we get to before the next loss, that's what we would have to at least get to again before we start back over. Okay, so now it's 70. Okay, and we have a loss. So remember that $70 number. That's what we were at. That's our session profit. So now we're going to spin again until we don't hit a third 12. And remember that $70 number. And see, that didn't hurt us at all. And that's the real genius of this system. That's why you're not betting until a third 12 doesn't hit. And now we're ready to bet again. Okay, so and remember, we were at $70, so now it's time to bet again. We're going to be at 20 instead of 10. And then we'll just keep increasing a unit until we get to that session profit on losses. Okay, and we lost again. So still remember that $70 number, and it's time to sit out until we don't hit a third 12. And see how that saved us again? There's another third 12, so we're going to keep spinning. And even if there were 10 in a row, it wouldn't hurt us any. Okay, now it's time to bet again. But remember, now we were at 20, now we're at 30. We keep going up one unit at a time. And remember that $70 number we have to get to. Okay, and we just lost again. So remember, we were at 30, and now we're going to go to 40, but not until we don't hit a third 12. Okay, so that saved us there. Let's keep spinning until we don't hit a third 12. Okay, now it's time to bet again, but now we're going to be at 40. And remember, we have to get to plus 70 before we start over. Okay, so we got to win, but we have to repeat that bet till we get up 70. Okay, we got another win. We're going to stay right where we're at till we get up 70. Or if we lose, we're going to sit out until a third 12 doesn't hit, and then we're going to increase by a unit again. Okay, now we're back up 70, so then we start back over. And then we don't have to keep spinning here because we know the last two, or actually no, it's first 12, second 12. We need to keep spinning till 2 12s hit in a row. And then we start the whole thing over again. And I don't think we need to do it again. I think you probably all understand it now. And you just keep climbing up with that session profit. And the genius of this is that if you have a lot of losses in a row on that 12, since you're not betting after the first loss, you won't lose all of those. The original system was always betting on first and second no matter what. And what we're doing here is waiting for 2 in a row, and then we're using that as the 12 that we're not betting on. So let me know if you like this, don't like it, or would modify it down in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the red subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Also ring that bell for notifications because I have new content releasing every single day of the week at 8 a.m. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day.